Friday, the sun is shining, there's a nice little breeze out, right? It's Good Friday, depending on what you believe. It could be Good Friday for a number of reasons. What wasn't good for so many within sneakers today? The New Balance Conversations Amongst Us retail drop. Oh, but also the Union Los Angeles Jordan 2 drop. Nothing was good about it whatsoever. Like, people have $1,300 pending. Not so good.
I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see. Yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take a hit instead.
What's going on, everybody? It's your girl TJ back. Another video on Talks with TJ. And I am grateful that it's Friday. Listen, the way my paid time off is set up and so much I can carry over to Q1, I'm literally on a 4-day work week, all of April, all of May. So it's always a good Friday for me because I have a 3-day weekend. So I love it. If you follow me on Twitter at _talks with TJ, I said, I have 2 pairs I really want to go after for retail. I just had to narrow it down. It was absolutely the New Balance 550 Conversations Amongst Us, but then also the Dunk Low Cedar. Now, I'm pretty sure that got pushed back. I believe somebody said till May. So that came into play as well today. But for the Conversations Amongst Us, if you haven't caught that video already, I gave Joe Freshgoods his flowers because following his live that he did with James Whitner, Be Social, they did a shock drop on the Instagram shop on his page, and I just think that was brilliantly done. It also showed the impact that he has, creatively directing this entire campaign. It all sold out. I was so happy to see people get their pairs. I tried to hold out hope that I would have a real chance to get this sneaker. I don't know what I was thinking, right? Like, I feel like we self-inflict these jokes on ourselves trying to get shoes for retail. I just don't understand why. Like, if you see people either say they are frustrated and they want to bow out of the game, I get it. I'm not at that point because there are other pairs that aren't hyped up. They may not have a big name behind them that I'm still very much so interested in, and I'll go after those in due time or even today. Like, just know there's a pickup from eBay coming, okay? Because I still treated myself to something today. But I get when people are so frustrated, they just want to bow out. They say they're done because of the way they feel they're played, right? It feels like brands are playing in our faces. And I feel like we also need to be sure we separate this. This has nothing to do to me with Joe Freshgoods in terms of the drop itself for the Conversations Amongst Us. So you see the list of all the different retailers, for the US that will have this shoe. I have multiple tabs open. I even saw Essence would have them. I'm like, yes, okay, I stand a chance. You get on New Balance, right? And I'm going to check what place I was in line because it was at that point I said, you know what? My time is worth more than this. I can't do it. I said I can't do it. I was 16,442nd in line. It let me know it would take more than an hour. I said bye. I went ahead, took my pre-workout. I just went to go work out on this Good Friday. I'm not wasting an hour plus of my time for the chance that more than likely I'm never going to get the shoe. It's just not going to happen. So that was one thing. That was one thing when it came to the New Balance drop. I'm on East Bay. I'm on Essence. Foot Locker and Finish Line are trash when it comes to you trying to ever check out. Also, Foot Locker, with a limited amount of stock, why did you even host a drop? And also, the problem, if you were a smaller size, a lot of these retailers or, authorized retailers, let's say for New Balance, will only get like a men's 7 or a 7.5, usually 7.5. What is that serving me? I wear a men's 6 or 6.5. I'm already like cut out. I entered raffles for Bodega and other places, concepts like none of it worked out that way. So there's the frustration there. So at that point, I actually just made the decision to not even put myself in a further frustrated mood to go after the Union 2. I still think they're both beautiful pairs, but you just have to set some boundaries, I think, at some point. And I'm really glad I did, because if you were on Twitter at any point today during this Union drop, now, if you guys remember, Union tweeted, so they actually tweeted at Soul Retriever, have your calculators on standby. And I didn't really know what that meant, right? Like, have your calculators on standby. I mean, I guess you would need like a conversion calculator when you're doing like overseas drops and it's not in USD. Like that would make sense, but no, and it's crazy, right? Because TMC, an amazing channel. If you guys aren't already subscribed to him, subscribe to him here on YouTube. Said, told us have our calculators ready. Little did we know it would be at the expense of pending transactions of our accounts. So if you are one of these unfortunate people, I don't even know what to say, because saying that's wild doesn't even begin to really touch on what happened. Thank goodness I have money, because now $1,300 tied up in pending transactions. So this is what y'all meant about have your calculators, huh? The experience that we go through for sneaker drops these days is a mess. Like, I always question, like, why do we sadistically continue to just attempt certain things or certain drops at retail? Like, it may be just on us at this point, right? It's like you're in a relationship, they've played in your face once before, you keep going back thinking something's gonna change, right? Listen, the apologies, if somebody's ever given you an apology, your words are cool, but change behavior is what I should really see. If you're truly sorry and empathetic for what you put me through, and this isn't the first time that Union has dropped the ball on a release. That's not to say some people didn't get their shoes, but this has happened before, and so their statement, but in all honesty, we do try our best to be as fair as we can. We have restrictions on the things we can do, and this is unfortunately the best solution that offers the greater good. Congrats to those who got a pair, apologies to those who didn't. What is that doing for the like $1,000 for some people that's pending in their account? What does that do? What does that do? Nothing. Now, it's semantics in some way, because that money will be put back more than, it'll more than likely be put back, but it's just the inconvenience, and that's disrespectful in itself, right? There's two ways for you to truly like irritate me. That would be lying on my name, but for most people, they're not worth actually like trying to correct publicly. Just let them go ahead with whatever lies make them feel better, or playing with my time. Like, to waste someone's time, that's something they will never ever get back. I feel like you're wasting people's time when it came to this drop. So I'm terribly sorry for everybody that went through that hell of the Union drop. If you were able to check out and get your pair, amazing. I'm sorry, somebody had, I hope this is a joke, I hope nobody had $9,224 pending. Child. I really hope that wasn't someone. I really hope that wasn't. But again, if you were able to check out, great. New Balance did not work out for me, and the way these resale prices are set up, it's still a no. It's a hard no. Like, it's not happening. So, won't even lie, there were some pairs in my cart on eBay, had been in my mind for a minute to pick up, and I'll try to be patient for current retail drops that are coming out, but if those fall through in just the worst way, yeah, I'm gonna reach back and go for something that I love, I think will work for my style, and that's exactly what I did. So just know you guys will see something on the way, okay? It is of the 3-stripe persuasion. Just putting that out there. And then I also treated myself to something else that's more like team related, especially with the NBA playoffs here. So just stay tuned for that. But please sound off. What was your experience this morning for either drop, either New Balance or Union Los Angeles? Did it work out for you? Do you still have charges pending? I would love to know your thoughts. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace.